Strike for the first delivery, and Bailey is in, bowls, and that's straight, pushed into the onside by Allsop, and there is no run, and we are underway here at the Ageas Bowl. It only took me 9 minutes. Yeah. Here's Bailey in, starting you over, and that's cut away straight to point, and the first wicket of the morning goes as Tom Allsop.
This is eased beautifully out through square leg. Lovely shot, clipped off the pads.
It is good to see Tom Bailey in once more, and that's edged and caught at second slip. Tom pressed go.
Competition, which I don't think has hurt balls. That's a beautiful shot, punched away by Gubbins through extra cover. Hurt right arm around the wicket, just back of a length. That's muscled away through the onside, up and over mid-wicket, out towards the boundary. I think they'll probably reach it. It does. Here's Lamb, balls. Oh, that's come off an edge from Gubbins. It's gone down towards third man. He'll get 4 for it. Find the ball of Lamb's first over of the day. That's driven for 4. And Daniel Lamb scratches his chin at the end of his... Whether he's on strike for it. And he smokes the ball out towards backwards square leg. I think it's just bounced this side of the rope, I think. And the umpire's just wanting to double check.
Round the wicket. And that's beautifully driven through the covers.
George Bolson replacing Tom Bailey. That is absolutely lashed through extra cover by Nick Gubbins. Bolson over the wicket. And that's carved to point. Well, Gubbins is gone. Caught by Stephen Croft. He's in. And that's thumped the pad. Oh, he's got a wicket.
Yeah.
Holland's gone. He's shaping to play the ball out towards the onside, Ian Holland. Ball rattled into his pad. You could hear that thuddy sound.
New over starts, and it's nicely driven through extra cover. I think there's a long chase there, and I suspect the ball's winning. So heroic drive, who the favourites are really, but
Balderson in. Another appeal for LBW. He gets it this time. It's his third wicket. Weatherly again looking to work the ball out towards the leg side, but as Dave Allen's pointed out a couple of times, playing across the line. In and balls, guided away through the offside. 4 runs off the mark.
Brought Bate himself back. That's driven very nicely by McManus. It bisects the man at Jennings bowls, and it's lofted, not for 6, but over mid-off for 4 runs. Is Jennings. That's short and wide, and it's played quite perfectly by McManus.
I'm relieved. Hurt over the wicket, shorter, pulled over mid-wicket, and that's going to run away for 4. That was a straightish pull shot on the 45 on the leg side. Hampshire 1-2-1 for 5 as Hurt bowls, and that's leading edge straight to Hurt. He picks up the wicket of Fuller. It's Hampshire's 6th wicket. Now to try and understand the pitch, here's Liam Hurt, and that's nicely played from Felix Organ. He was trying to dab that down towards third man, got it way finer than he was expecting. It was almost a catch from the keeper. Liam Hurt over the wicket to McManus, who's cutting. That's outside the off stump, and he'll get 4 for that. Healthy crowd here at the Ageas Bowl. Lamb again over the wicket full, and that's nicely played off his pads from Felix Organ, straight past mid-wicket. Convert it. Lamb, final ball of the over, wraps Felix Organ on the pads, and he's gone, is Felix Organ. He looks down and begins his walk quite slowly off the wicket, as that maybe just nicked back a little bit to him.
It's Morley. Balls again. Oh, that might be a stumping. It is. Curry's come down the pitch, teased forward by Morley. It's a lovely piece of bowling from the left-arm spinner, and the ball taken by Lavelle, who then clips off the bails.
Final ball the over the wicket bowls, and that is a leading edge from Lewis McManus. That is going to spoon up into the cover's hands. It is, and it's taken by Bohannon. He takes the catch. Hampshire lose their 9th wicket.
I thought 180 was the minimum they could hope to defend, but yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's probably the end of that discussion then, as Carl Abbott just nudges the ball from Lamb's first ball of the over.
Here's Carl Abbott with the first ball round the wicket to Jennings, and he's pushing it back to the bowler, and there is no run. Floodlights are on at the Ageas Bowl. Abbott over the wicket, and that's clipped in the onside just to the left of mid-wicket, which was James Fuller. It's going to run to the deep mid-wicket boundary. The fielder gives chase. Felix Organ, his cap comes off, and he just pulls it up inside with the Phil Foden head as Felix Organ.
Let's turn it. Oh, it's a short ball. Oh, it's gone high through the onside and should be taken. and the cheers will tell you that it is taken.
Abbott for the final ball of the over, around the wicket, driven uppish, but for 4 down the ground from Luke Wells. It was up for a fraction of a second.
2 slips in there, but Hampshire need to be on the attack here, trying to get wickets. She's driven, and there's runs through extra cover for Keaton Jennings, and there's 4 of them. Jennings waits and drives beautifully through mid-off for 4 runs. It's hit a couple of terrific shots. I'll leave you.
Ian Holland, final ball of the over, cut away beautifully by Keaton Jennings into the ground, beats point.
Here he is again, he bowls, and that's not, I think, quite where he intended it, but it's actually a very effective shot by Luke Wells. Forward to concede 4s, that's the problem, and they've just conceded another one. I think that went out precisely where he intended it. Yeah, Holland bowls, and that's driven quite nicely through extra cover for 4 more runs. So this is a problem now.
First slip, here he is, round the wicket once more, bowls, and they're edged and caught by Lewis McManus. There's the one he was looking for, full, maybe a fraction of movement outside. James Fuller, 2 slips in place for Rob Wells. He bowls, and that's clipped off the pads of Rob Wells, and he's going to get a boundary. And that's 2 full, 2 straight, fairly easy pickings. Mulletless at mid-off. Full drive driven over the covers by Luke Wells. That's going to bring him a boundary, don't worry about that. He moves on to 27. My goodness, how dare it. Final ball of the over, driven uppish straight and for 4. Second one of the over. Expensive over that for. They've been smart in their run chase so far as that's driven, and just as I say that, through the covers from Wells. That's going to go all the way to the boundary. That is 4. Yeah, man out on the offside boundary as that's played late down towards third man. It's going to beat third man as well. It goes fine of third man for 4 consecutive boundaries.
And Wells comes down the pitch and hits over the top, over mid-on, and it runs away. Second bounce for 4. He might get something out of this at his height. He's tall enough. That's just pushed to mid-wicket, and Luke Wells runs through very quickly and completes his half-century. He acknowledges the applause.
Kyle Abbott over the wicket and bowls. That's cut. That's a good shot by Jones. That's 4 runs out towards the.
Despite being on the south coast, Curry bowls. That's shorter length, and that's pulled away. So he's conceded 4 runs just back with a square leg. Dodgy skies at times, but no rain, and that's edged, and that's unlucky this time. That's a slower ball. That's really rather nicely bowled. Wells gets himself into a little bit of a difficulty. Yeah, 7 bowlers for Hampshire this season in this competition. They've all taken wickets.